Eleanor had just turned 68 when she realized something unexpected. Life was finally quiet enough to hear her own thoughts. For decades, her days had been filled with noise, children crying, phones ringing, doors slamming, meetings buzzing. But now, it was just her and the ticking of the old kitchen clock. At first, she enjoyed the silence. Then it began to feel loud. The stillness brought with it a flood of forgotten emotions, little regrets, and waves of uneasiness. She couldn't help but wonder, was this peace or was this loneliness? She didn't know yet. All she knew was that her mind was restless, even when the world wasn't. One afternoon, she sat in the garden with a cup of tea and watched the wind move the leaves, soft and slow. Something about that movement held her attention. It wasn't hurried. It wasn't chasing anything. It just was. That's when she had a thought she hadn't considered before. What if peace isn't something you wait for in your later years, but something you practice every single day? That idea lingered like perfume in the air. It stayed with her. You see, as we grow older, our bodies begin to slow down, but our minds don't always follow. They still race, still reach backward to the past, forward to the unknown, and everywhere in between. And the truth is, mindfulness is not just a practice for the young, flexible, and busy. It is deeply, profoundly needed by those in their 60s, 70s, and beyond. Because what's the point of living longer if we're not present for our own life? Eleanor started simply. Each morning, before picking up her phone or turning on the TV, she placed her hand on her heart and whispered, "I am here. I am safe. This is a new day." She began noticing the tiny moments, how her tea warmed her palms, how the floor creaked beneath her feet, how the sunlight painted golden lines across her living room carpet. She didn't change her life. She just started noticing it. She also began practicing mindful walking, just 10 minutes around her block, but without a phone or agenda. She listened to the birds, felt the wind, counted her steps. It wasn't exercise, it was presence, and with every step, her mind grew lighter. She wasn't walking toward a goal. She was walking to be alive. Sometimes she'd sit quietly and breathe deeply for just 1 minute. Not to meditate perfectly, just to feel her breath and remind herself that she was still here, still breathing, still capable of starting fresh, no matter her age. The simplicity of that moment gave her strength. Her mind, once tangled in thoughts and memories, began to rest in the rhythm of her breath. Mindfulness doesn't mean ignoring the past. Eleanor still had moments when memories surfaced, her late husband's laughter, her daughter's wedding, the hard years of working 2 jobs. But now, instead of pushing them away or clinging too tightly, she just watched them pass like clouds. She had learned one of the most powerful lessons. Not everything needs to be held. Some thoughts are meant to be seen and then released. One evening, her neighbor Jack, who was 73 and often grumpy, stopped by as she trimmed her rose bushes. "You always look so calm these days," he remarked. "What's your secret?" Eleanor smiled softly. "I stopped rushing through a life that isn't rushing anymore," she replied. Jack chuckled. "Maybe I should try that." And he did. That's the beauty of mindfulness. It's never too late to begin. You don't need a yoga mat, incense, or apps. You just need a willingness to be present, to look out your window and really see what's there, to eat your meal slowly, to sit in silence without judgment, to listen to your own heartbeat and know it still matters. So many seniors feel like their best years are behind them. But what if your best moments are still ahead, if only you slow down enough to notice them? If you're over 60 and feel like the world has moved on without you, I want you to know, you're not behind. You're right on time. Your presence, your story, your breath, it all matters. Mindfulness is not a trend, it's a gift, and it's never too late to unwrap it. So tonight before bed, I invite you to do something simple. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, and whisper to yourself, "I am enough. I have today, and I am grateful." That's it. No rules, no judgment, just you and this moment. And maybe, just maybe, that moment is exactly what you needed all along. If this message brought you even a small sense of peace, please take a moment to like this video. It helps it reach more seniors who need comfort and calm. Share it with someone who might be struggling in silence. And if you'd like more videos like this, gentle reminders, emotional stories, and mindful living for seniors, subscribe to EverGreen Wisdom. We're building a peaceful corner on the internet just for people like you. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. and your story still matters. Be here for it.